As you want to catch best case a signature setup on a daily basis, of course, you need to look at multiple pairs as the signature trade only happens a few times per week over a few pairs. It's pretty obvious, again, that the price action cannot have this specific scenario every single day. It's simply not possible. Otherwise, again, retailers or whatever other traders, they would figure it out. So of course, not every day can be a perfect signature trade, but when it happens, you have to be ready and absolutely snatch it away. In order to do that, obviously, you have to look at multiple pairs. We recommend our lit pairs: Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, GBP Swiss franc. Actually, that's one of my favorites. And you also can trade US 30. Overall, again, it works on literally every pair, on every commodity, on every whatever. It literally doesn't matter. It works literally also on cryptos if you bake in this principle of it, the range getting induced, technically the creation of a range or the creation of liquidity, trading away from the use and waiting for a break of structure. The timing doesn't work in there, but overall the principle is an evergreen principle which works everywhere. But if you just stick to those pairs, you literally will get multiple amazing signature, absolutely Mona Lisa setups, like literally every week. Again, we just showed you a few, like from January, like it's in 1 week there's like 5 to whatever, like good examples. Again, we don't know what happens in the future, but again, we showed you examples of 2021, literally 1 week straight away, like every day the price action is pretty similar. 2022, every day price action is pretty similar. Now 2023 in January, already a lot of examples over and over again with the same 100% exactly signature setup. So again, you just have to be patient, wait for it to present itself. Also have the understanding that price can, again, for sure, it can have like this, and then a day is over like this, Asia range, and it's just like turning into this. But again, there's no signature scenario in here, right? And you have to wait for the confirmed medium inducement, relevant break of structure, in perfect London or Frankfurt time windows, into mitigation of imbalances, and then aim for Asia range. And if you just do that, again, you will not have every day a setup if you just look at EU and GU, but again, every 2-3 days, there will be a perfect setup for those trade pairs as well. By the way, literally 95% of setups we just showed you is EU and GU. So again, it's not like we have to cherry pick, but I just want to show you now as well that again, it's an AUD, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, Swiss franc. It doesn't freaking matter where you look at. Again, you can technically have a perfect signature trade every single day if you just look at multiple pairs, right? Also very important to note that down. If you look obviously at TradingView and analyze there, you have to use also FXCM and Oanda in combination to identify the proper Asia range. As the brokers overall, again, you can use whatever broker feed you want. It's just our recommendation to use FXCM and Oanda for TradingView, right? But if you want to use whatever, then you can do that also. Because they have a very different price data leading into the day. So meaning the day open price can be very different from broker to broker. So that's why we have to combine it to get the proper signature setup and proper targets as well. For example, if we just dig in here, let me just remove my beautiful drawing here. Right, so we have GBP Swiss franc this time. Right, again, what a surprise! February 2023, like, oh my god, what a surprise! Right, so we have it here in FXCM, we have it here in Oanda, but you already can see the price action in terms of Asia range is very different, as again FXCM gave this crazy price movement down here, and in Oanda there's nothing seen from this price action, right? But this affects the Asia range drastically, right? As you can see here, this is Asia low. Let me just redraw it here. Asia low in here, but this is not Asia low. Asia low is all the way down here, or like in here, right? As again, this is technically their price feed. So if you look at this signature scenarios in here, right? But again, where they're building the equal highs in here, right? They're faking the Koch, taking out the inducement, boom, perfect, right? And then always want to trade into the Asia low for confirmations. In here, the Asia low is all the way down here, but in here it's all, technically already in here, right? So if you understand, okay, perfect, you have your inducement in, again, Frankfurt leading into London Open scenarios, right? Guess what? In FXCM, price is literally in Asia range in here. Now London Open is around the corner. You can see it on the bottom in here. But guess what? On Randa, look at this. You have an absolute perfect London Open signature trade again. So not only from this side, right? Perfect. Boom, smacking Asia lows. Now it's the better scenario anyways with London Open. You should wait for. It's much better than Frankfurt Open, right? But in of FXCM price action, you still would be, okay, I'm still trading away from this signature inducement and I'm aiming low in here. You're getting all confused, right? But in this scenario, it's absolutely perfect, as you had, again, Frankfurt price action, creating all this trend down here, inducing Asia low already, creating the momentum to the downside. Again, think about it. This candle in here was solid black at one point. Everyone jumps in the sells in here if they get the breakout and everything, right? And it's London Open to the absolute minute as well. And what does London say for liquidity getting introduced to them? They say, thank you, I will take it all and be below session however we want to, right? But in this scenario, you're literally in the range still, and there's nothing really much you can do in here. So you expect price to take out low in here. It's a huge, huge, huge difference. Okay, so guess what happens? You have your perfect Asia low inducement. You have no Asia low inducement of FXCM. So you have to close this price data, choose surrender, and be like, this is my London Open signature scenario. I'm waiting for what? Relevant breakout structure after London Open to the minute, created this huge momentum inducement candle inducing Asia low, right? So let me wait. Boom. And what a surprise! You only get the relevant break of structure in here, right? You have a very big zone though, but probably something better than M1, but it's just do intention plays in here, right? So you have your perfect London Open signature scenario, relevant break of structure, you get your inducement point of interest, mitigation, price action already tapped in. Again, probably if you have it broken down in M1, there's probably better POIs in here, which get fulfilled absolutely perfect, right? But just intention plays, inducement of Asia low, London Open, huge crazy momentum candle, everyone at the sister selling. Obviously, now we have our confirmation of the relevant break of structure, taps back into inducement point of interest, and now the target should be pretty clear also, right? Yeah, and what a surprise! Instantly, obviously, smacked our first target. So again, if you look at this example though, and you traded this whatever supposedly signature trade in here, which technically already led to the TP down here, but in this scenario it did not. Again, you just left on hanging like this guy, like visually or visible confusion, right? So yeah, that should not happen to you. But on the other hand, in this scenario, when you look at the proper age range, very smart and very clear, right? And it even continues after that, right? Because guess what? We have also huge imbalances left in these areas, right? Yes, we took out the first target, right? But again, technically, it also can be relevant break of structure, trading away from the London inducement. But in these scenarios, we'd be like, I don't know, I still have Asia low in here. So maybe it's a small money trap and maybe they go low in here. But in this scenario, you understand order flow entry away from the mitigation, away from the inducement into order flow mitigation, right? So guess what? Here, you're looking like this lady doesn't know what the hell she's calculating in here. And you maybe stay out in here because you'd be like, oh my God, smart money trap, this and this, inducement high, overbought, oh my God, I'm so confused. But in this scenario in here, You're chilling on your table, all relaxed, understanding exactly what's going on. You understand it's imbalance fill away from an inducement, aka called order flow, and obviously you want to trade back up and away from the London inducement in here. So guess what happened? That tube is not far, and of course gave even order flow entries even once again. So it's absolutely perfect. So just again use the Asia range properly, compare broker feeds again, and if you see some broker has some weird candles in a day at the beginning of the day when Asia range starts, then you have to cancel this broker out and go to a broker fee where it's literally 10 times more clear, which also makes more sense, where you can identify your targets properly, where you can identify your inducements properly, and then obviously the rest of the price action will be 10 times more clear.